1. The Rustler Hunter. Trinidad, Colorado. January 10, 1898. J-Day. Best I could tell, the thieving rustler was about 20 minutes ahead of me. The second I leapt onto the back of Magnus, my flaxen chestnut Mustang exploded into motion before my spurs even touched his sides. When I pressed him harder, he surged to a full gallop, his powerful strides eating up the frozen ground between us and the steel beast thundering ahead. "Yah!" My voice carried sharp and urgent beneath my navy blue bandana as we closed the distance. Magnus and I had been partners for over a year, and he read my intentions better than most men. The moment I pointed him toward that train, he knew we were chasing down something dangerous. His ears pinned back with determination, nostrils flaring in the bitter air. We had a train to catch. More importantly, we had to bring down Knife Edge Pete Kowalski. 3 days ago, Pete had slipped through my fingers when I'd raided his rustling operation outside Trinidad. 47 head of stolen cattle, 5 dead cowboys, and a burned-out ranch house, but Pete had vanished like smoke. Word came this morning that he'd bought a ticket on the westbound Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe. The snake thought he could run to the Arizona territory and disappear into the desert. He thought wrong. The locomotive's whistle shrieked through the early morning silence as we approached the caboose. Icy wind cut through my duster, making my eyes water behind the dark spectacles. The cold bit deep, but Magnus never faltered, his breath steaming like dragon's fire as he matched the train's speed stride for stride. "Yah!" Magnus closed the final gap with a burst of speed that would have left lesser horses gasping. I measured my timing with the precision that had kept me alive through 8 years of hunting the worst men in the territories by calculating speed, distance, and trajectory. Too soon, and I'd be paced on the railroad ties. Too late, and Pete would slip away to terrorize more honest ranchers. My heart hammered against my ribs as I launched myself from the saddle. For one terrifying heartbeat, I sailed through nothing but frigid air and prayer. Then, my brown leather gloves caught the caboose railing, my body slamming hard against the cold metal with enough force to rattle my teeth. Magnus veered away from the tracks, his hoofbeats fading as I hauled myself over the railing onto the vestibule. Through the sting of tears and wind, I watched him slow to an easy lope. That Mustang had never failed me yet. Lord willing, he'd be waiting when this was over.